So something I hear a lot of on the channel is everyone complaining about China and how they do not want to buy Chinese solar products. And the overwhelming massive majority of solar products are obviously made by China. Whether they are cheap or expensive, they are all produced and manufactured overseas. And this is unfortunate, but I don't think we have an option at this point because America is growing weak. We're also growing fat. People are slow, they are unhealthy, they live off of junk food. We don't have as many engineering graduates. We have people not focused on the right things in their life. Instead of focusing on manufacturing goods and creating better services, people are concerned with social issues that have little to no bearing in their own life. Instead of focusing on solving real-world problems, people are fighting each other in this country right now, and it's pretty pathetic, to be honest. Or they try to blame the government or the corporations for their own problems, or their own lack of responsibility, or their lack of work ethic. Or they feel entitled, or they have a victim mentality where they think that everything for them is so bad. Not long ago, China was notorious for copying intellectual property rights and creating or manufacturing their own goods at a cheaper price. Now, they have developed so much technology and they have so many more engineers that they manufacture their own technology. And after living in the Bay Area, most of the brightest minds there are coming from China and India. In our universities, people like in my generation, they're getting social science degrees that literally do nothing for no one, where they just impose a belief that the government's the fault and the government can pay you with UBI and you don't have to do anything. You can sit at home on Instagram, post your little pictures, and you can do nothing for the world. And in other countries, people are fighting to create and develop new manufacturing systems, inventions, everything. And I don't think we have that ingenuity here in America. People are too comfortable and they're getting too lazy. Just look at how fat people are. It's insane. And when pandemics rip through, one of the death factors is obesity and diabetes. Why aren't we talking about that more? Why aren't people losing weight faster? And people will say, oh, it's because I'm addicted to junk food. Go to India and tell some starving kid that you're addicted to junk food. It is not an excuse. I can't stand when people say that. Or they blame someone else. They're like, oh, it's because of the school food. Oh, it's because of Coca-Cola. It's no. You're the problem. You are why you are fat. It's always trying to blame others or saying that, oh, I'm the victim. I'm so sad. I'm so weak. I'm so slow. And I'm fat because of other people. It's ridiculous. Currently, China is whooping our butts when it comes to manufacturing solar products. We pale in comparison, and they are developing the new manufacturing methods for some of the lithium-ion technologies, specifically lithium iron phosphate. Why is it that Tesla needs a partnership with CATL? Why don't they make their own cells? It's because they've manufactured and invented some of the manufacturing methods for lithium iron phosphate. The specific energy is so high that it's almost the same as NMC. All right, China did that, not America. They're also developing 5G and lots of other technologies on their own without America's help. Yet Americans have this crazy idea that America is so strong and so capable. I must admit we have a very capable military, and some of our missile guidance systems and our aircraft carriers allow us to be lazy. If we did not have our strong military, we would be blown to smithereens, okay? Historically, the weak always perish, and I think America is getting weaker. And personally, in my mind, when I see China getting stronger and America getting fatter and weaker, I get scared. Nothing is real until someone's bombing you. I have a neighbor and he's from Iran, and the stories he tells me and the reason that he loves America and why he came here, and then what he sees my generation complaining about makes him sick to his stomach. When you're actually getting bombed or shot at, it's a very different scenario than somebody here in America complaining on Instagram about social issues that they've never experienced or are very small, in my personal opinion. And in my opinion, that's why they have all this solar product manufacturing. I cannot tell you any product that's not manufactured in some way by China. And when you do not like that, you cannot just complain in the YouTube comment section. You need to start your own manufacturing plant. You need to go to school and become an engineer. Complaining in the YouTube comment section saying, oh, I'm only going to buy American made, that's a great idea, but it's unrealistic. We are very behind. Complaining to your friends and family about how much you hate China and not doing any steps to make yourself a stronger skinnier, healthier, smarter individual makes you a hypocrite, in my opinion. And I feel like we're losing a national identity. I think that we need an urge to fight. And China is the perfect competitor. And we have all the tools and resources to educate ourselves through the internet. Everything that I know on this channel is because I was on the streets trying to build solar power systems. I have literally zero practical training, okay? All I do is go to the library, and there's books, and then I read them. It's very, very simple. And I don't see many people at the library, okay? When I see people at the library, they're on Facebook or Instagram and they're just using it for the free internet. It drives me nuts. You know how many good books are in those libraries and no one reads them? I know because I'm the only one in those aisles. For years and years, I read those books all by myself. And people were like, how do you know this stuff? It's like, you read, you can figure it out. You are not so pathetic that you need to spend thousands of dollars to a college so that someone can spoon feed you information. You can learn on your own. You don't need anybody. And you can't blame the government or corporations for your own problems. If you're weak, pathetic, and fat and slow, that's your fault and your problem. You cannot blame others. You are responsible for your own actions. I love American history and I love what our founding fathers did, but what I'm saying today is not American. And complaining about China and doing nothing to actively fix it and just sitting on your couch getting fatter is not helping anybody or anything. Now let's imagine what will happen in the future. As America grows weaker and weaker and other countries get stronger and stronger, they have more engineers, more military advancement and technology, more everything. What do you think is going to happen to America? I think we're going to be wiped out. I think we're going to be decimated. We are so cocky and we think we're so smart and so cool, but it doesn't take much to overthrow that. When I first started buying solar products, I always thought that it was great that China was developing so much cool stuff because I wanted Americans to see that as competition. And I thought that Americans were going to start developing lithium iron phosphate cells and other things, but they're not. All I see is people my age complaining about social issues, and they're not developing new manufacturing methods or inventing anything. They are literally sitting around complaining about how the government should pay them more money. And that does not give us a good trajectory as a nation. We are going downhill if that's all we're thinking. And we could argue all day about the causes and what we should do, but I just want to present that argument and why you should not complain in the comments of my videos saying, oh, you shouldn't buy anything from China. I like the competition. I love when people compete with me with anything, and I like when China tries to compete with us. I think Americans should come together and beat them with technology and start manufacturing our own lithium-ion cells instead of complaining about it on the internet. Stop being a keyboard warrior and go back to school. Hit the books. Start thinking. Also lose some weight. Americans are very fat and it's not okay. It hurts everybody. So yeah, that's what I think about this stuff. Anyways, this might not be well received, but I'm tired of getting the comments under my videos and people constantly bashing on China. You cannot get mad at the competition. You have to be better, and that's it. You need to be better, smarter, more capable, and that's it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.